What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon White. It has been a little while since the last episode went out. The finale went out a few months ago, actually. I do apologize for the detour, but I did promise that we were going to be jumping back on into Pokepark. And that is all done, so we can safely return to Pokemon White and have a look at the post-game together. But before we head downstairs and do that, I need to talk about a couple of things regarding the postgame and how this is all going to work. So, first things first, like any postgame in any Pokemon game, we're going to be doing a lot of jumping around the region, just going from place to place as new things have opened up and changed and adjusted, and that is going to require me to do quite a bit of cutting, which is to say that these first few episodes, well, actually, in a sense, this entire postgame is going to be quite a bit more informal than the main game was, because I am doing this with a plan in motion. I actually have a list of things and in order that I want to do them, but it is going to still be kind of all over the place, and especially at the beginning, where I'm probably going to actually struggle quite a bit in the battles, because Pokemon Black and White has one of the highest difficulty spikes of any. I think it actually has the highest difficulty spike of any Pokemon game in the series once you hit the end game, because up to this point, we've been fighting Pokemon in the low 40s or low 50s and high 40s, excuse me. Getsis was the strongest, and his Pokemon were topping out in the mid to high 50s. Right off the bat, as soon as we hit the post-game, Pokemon we're going to be facing are going to be level 65 and up, at least from trainers, while Pokemon are going to be in the high 40s. And yeah, that's quite the jump. So to deal with that, I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of training off screen. I'm going to hope that I don't have to and just bite the bullet and go through this. I don't think I should have to. I think it'll be okay, but it is going to be a lot more challenging than it was beforehand, so that's going to slow things down a little bit. I also want to talk about bios for a moment. So up to this point in the game, every single time we got to a new area where Pokemon could be caught that were entirely new, I would do a cutaway and we would talk about all that those new Pokemon and all their merits and everything about them, just do a little brief explanation and overview of how good and or bad that Pokemon was. The thing is that once you hit the end game, the National Dex is going to open up, which means now that all the Pokemon from generations 1 through 4 are also available to be added into the game. And as sort of a jumping off point, like with any Pokemon game, Game Freak has sprinkled in some in a lot of the new locations that we're going to be going to. Rather than 2 to, I think 5 was the max new Pokemon we ever found in a new area. Now they're going to start throwing like anywhere from 6 to 15 new Pokemon per area. And if I was still doing cutaway bios for those things, I mean, that would be half the video. It would be so freaking long, and it'd be so much unnecessary work, and given that those Pokemon are non-native to Unova anyway, I'm just not even going to bother. The only thing you guys are going to get is there are going to be a couple select Pokemon we'll encounter here in the endgame that'll still get those little cards that I've been using in the bios, but aside from that, I'm not doing any more cutaways. All I'm going to do is that when we get to a new area, I'll just list off the Pokemon that can be caught in that area, and that's it. We'll just move on from there. These Pokemon aren't necessarily meant to denote or signify anything in particular. A lot of them are just kind of there to be caught, and honestly, a lot of the Pokemon from previous gens that have been introduced in the postgame aren't even all that great. They really want you to actually transfer your Pokemon up from previous games, so there's a lot of encouragement to do that by giving you lots of mediocre Pokemon. There are some that stand out, certainly, and we'll talk about those when we get to them, but again, no more cutaways, no more bios. We're just going to do this, or just play through this game pretty much in as linear a way as I possibly can, as linear fashion as I can, even though that's going to be a little bit difficult to do. And yeah, just play all the way through the end. So let's head downstairs and see what Mom has to say about us saving Unova. Moms? Moms? 2 moms? Welcome home, Levi. Seems like you've been through many amazing things, is it not so? That's incredible, really. Amazing, absolutely. Meeting these 2 Pokemon of legend. This is... Oh, I still wear my disguise. Pardon. Or rather, let me introduce myself. So, Mom, did you wow, okay, I don't know how that happened, and I cannot believe my mom had nothing to say in that moment. Like, should she not be freaking out? Anyway, I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name, no, I shall inform you of my codename only. My codename, it is Looker. It is how I am called. Behind the scenes in this region of Unova, an organization called Team Plasma conspires. This I have heard, and therefore to this region I must come, but thanks to the gym leaders and to you, yes, Team Plasma's castle has fallen, and the members, they have gone upon their separate ways. This is what I hear, most certainly. However, the ones known as the Seven Sages, still, they hide themselves in the Unova region. And so, in the end, it explains why I must ask this of you, trainer of amazing skill. Travel the Unova region and search it up and search it down for the Seven Sages. Alder, the champion of renown, recommend you to my notice. Are you willing to help me? I mean, I got nothing else on my plate at the moment, so sure. Excellent, I thank you. Now I feel as if I have perhaps 1,000,000 people on my side. Permit me to give this into your hands. I don't know why I'm making him talk like William Shatner. Why are we getting a fishing rod exactly? I mean, I'm not going to complain. Super rod's nice, but what? Okay. It's a super rod, right? Yes, correct. It is certainly a super rod. Weren't we talking about Team Plasma's Seven Sages? What does this have to do with looking for those people? See, this is why I am my mother's son. Okay, I see. It is truly Levi's mama to ask so. What a magnificent question. I admire it. It is my pleasure to answer. Absolutely nothing. Amazing. I see. Yes, I shall provide the explanation of this, the super rod. First, face the water and employ the rod. Second, concentrate your focal point. When it occurs that these Pokemon bite, exclamation point will indicate. Immediately, reel in. For the rest, Levi, I depend upon you. Okay. People from the International Police are kind of unique, aren't they? Well, no worries. I think you should just do what you want to do. You're practically a grown-up now. Well, what I want to do is head outside and enjoy this beautiful spring air, you know, barring any allergies and whatnot. And pardon me, as the seasons quickly change to what it's supposed to be. But there we are. Hey, Levi, is Looker through talking to you? I'm sorry. By the time I went to get the Stryton City gym leaders, everything was over. If that's the case, I let Getsus escape when the Shadow Triad created an opening. Wait, why are we all bad-mouthing ourselves right now? Getsus, Shadow Triad. I'll tell you later about what happened in the castle. It's more important to ask what you plan to do now, Bianca. You know what? I'm going to go to White Forest. That's the city on the other side. That doesn't sound like a city, Charon. That sounds like a forest. That's the city on the other side of Route 16 when you leave from Nimbasa City. If you go that way, you might be able to meet all sorts of Pokemon you've never seen before. Oh, look who's back. It's the Juniper guy, Cedric. Oh, well, this is nice timing. I see you're all here. Just a moment ago, I got some National Pokedex data from an acquaintance. Since you're here, let's upgrade your Pokedex with the National Pokedex data. I'm sure you'll be visiting a wider range of places. Naturally, that means you'll be encountering more Pokemon. Let me see your Pokedex for a sec. There you go, Bianca. Next up is Charon. And last but not least, Levi's Pokedex was upgraded with the National Mode. You can now switch your Pokedexes to the National Mode Pokedex. Completing the National Pokedex will surely be a big challenge. So take your time, enjoy yourselves, and meet lots of Pokemon. I'm off. All right, see ya, dude. Wait, where is Professor Juniper exactly? Wow, the National Pokedex. It looks like there are tons of Pokemon I don't know yet. Oh, I want to show Mom and Dad my Pokedex. I gotta go. Let's meet again somewhere, okay? All right, Bianca. Bianca's as impetuous as ever, no matter what is going on. I think I'll travel all the way around Unova, starting at Route 1 again. I'm sure I'll discover lots of new things. Could be I'll encounter the Seven Sages along the way. And Levi, if we spy each other along the way, let's battle again, okay? You got it, Charon. Well, that leaves us with two options. Do we head off towards Route 16 and go on to White Forest and all that? Or do we do what Charon's doing and go all around the region? I've actually been flip-flopping back and forth on this decision quite a bit coming up to this point, but I have made my decision, and we are going to help Looker out first and foremost. But here's my problem, okay? I need to jump all around the region, and I don't have a Pokemon to fly me around the region. I've also got Zekrom with me, and I don't have the Pokemon that I usually surf on at the moment, which is a bit of an issue. So I need to go get both of those, but I need to also put a Pokemon away to do this, and that's going to be Bathory for the moment, but don't worry, I'm going to be doing a lot of hot swapping here as we head through this area. Like I said, again, we're going to be doing lots of cuts as well, so do bear with me. But what's going to happen, first things first, is we're actually going to head to Route 18. Yes, all the way over on the west side of Route 1. So I'm just going to meet you guys all over there in just a moment with my whole team fixed, and we will go from there. So give me just a moment. And welcome back to Route 18, everybody. Okay, so there are a couple of... Oh, and immediately my repel wears off. There are a couple of areas that we actually haven't yet been to on this route, I do believe. I could actually be wrong about that, but I'm going to immediately start by heading down and on over here to the beach because, check it out, it smells of the sea here. This place has the same ocean smell as where I was born. Gets us wander the lands of this world all over, collecting knowledge of all kinds while searching for like-minded people. From the moment we met, he understood what I desired, the ability to understand the minds and the needs of others. This is an ability that everyone needs to survive. My Lord N is a kind and excellent person who understands the hearts of Pokemon. But conversely, perhaps his ability to understand the hearts and feelings of people is not developed enough. But even that was part of the perfection of Ghetsis' plan. When it comes to Ghetsis, I cannot separate the truths from the lies. See this? I received it from Ghetsis, but I no longer need it. I hope you can put it to good use. And we get TM32 Double Team, which I'm probably not going to use on any of my Pokemon, but it's a really nice move to have because anything that ups at evasion is, well, let's be honest, completely broken. Someday, if my Lord N develops the ability to understand the feelings of people as well as Pokemon, I would like us to gather again. More than anything, I want to see N confront Ghetsis. And look who's here. And now, about Team Plasma. I am an officer of the International Police, and there are so many things you must tell me at once. If that is what you desire. Many thanks. Now, Ghetsis notwithstanding, there yet remains but 5 of the 7... Math? Hello? Like, okay, I get it. Ghetsis is one of the 7 sages, but, like, math? Whatever. What is it that they are thinking? What is it they maybe are... They are... it may be... Are they... Wow. Looker, I cannot read your word salad right now, buddy. What it may be they are hoping. This is the information I have need of. Quick and soon, say I. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, that was a nice little detour. But yeah, technically, we are starting from the very end of the region. I mean, if you take a look at the map, and that is not where the map is. If you actually take a look at the map in the key items over here, so we can do that really quickly and not hit the X-Transceiver, we can see that, yes, we are technically at the edge of this entire map here. So we're going to just kind of work our way over this way, and we're going to head all the way back up here, all the way almost to the Pokemon League, but not quite. And you'll see what I mean when we get to it. And then we're going to start detouring our way over this direction. But our next stop is actually not in, was it Nacrene City? No, Accumula Town. Sorry, we're going to go in right over Accumula Town, actually, and heading all the way to Striaton City. So let me grab Area Nova here, and we're going to fly on over there and head off to the Dream Yard. All right, and here we are. So this is going to be the first true test of the post-game, given that we're actually going to be doing some battling some trainers as we get in here. Now, this whole section right here was closed up before, but now we can head on through without any issues. And there are some new Pokemon that can be caught in the grass. I believe it's only in dark grass, though. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe it's only in dark grass. I don't think actually we're in the area for that at the moment. So let's see. Where is there dark grass over here? I could have sworn there was. It might honestly be only in the area down below. So let's head on in. Let's have a look, and here we are. Okay, so there we go. There's the dark grass I was thinking of. So the new Pokemon that can be caught in this area are Ariados, Kricketune, Ledian, Raticate, and Venomoth. Also, if you come here on Fridays, which I am not recording this on a Friday, you can find the Musharna that we actually met really early on in the game. And this Musharna has a hidden ability, or has its hidden ability, which is Telepathy, which allows it to avoid moves that do damage from allies like Earthquake and Discharge. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this place. Let's head on in. And oh boy, I have honestly no idea what I'm in for as far as what the trainers are going to be thrown as. Now, the good news is that trainers are notoriously dumb, as they are NPCs, but they are still freaking 17 levels over my Pokemon, so that's going to make things pretty interesting. Okay, 63, so 15 levels over. I mean, it's still a lot, but yeah, not quite 65 yet. Use an X attack. I probably should just use a Shell Smash right off the bat here, but I have honestly no idea if I'm going to be switching or not. So there's a little bit of damage. Should I do it? I'm just going to do it. Screw it. So Drowsy's going to use Future Sight. Interesting call after getting an X attack, but okay. Now hopefully we can outspeed this thing. Really should have done that first. And then we can start knocking some things out. And yeah, I'm going to have to be a lot more conscientious of the moves that I'm using for the next little while. But down goes Drowsy very easily, and the Future Sight should not go off yet. But when it does, it is going to hurt. Okay, we got Hypno next. Let's keep battling. I am going to keep trying to get the most out of my Shell Smash. That's weird that Forewarn didn't alert Hypno to Crunch. I mean, I guess it's because I already used it, now that I think about it. There we go. All right, how much is that going to do? Almost. Took the Future Sight attack. That is probably going to hurt a fair bit. Yep. Okay, and we are not faster than this Hypno, so down goes you. Okay, goodbye, Crush. Okay, this is where things are going to get really interesting. Let's see. I'll use Lumiette here. And I imagine Lumiette's special defense is going to hold relatively strong. So let's try just a little Hex here. And faster! That's kind of funny. Gosh, you are so unbelievably slow, Crush. All right, that should be quite a bit of experience. That's the nice thing, though, is because we're so underleveled, we're going to be getting giant chunks of experience for a while. Now we got Masharna. And Masharna should go down pretty quickly. Might not be a one-shot, though, just because of again, that level difference. Well, I mean, 11 levels, it's possible still. Even though Masharna's got pretty darn good special defenses. Let's see. Nope, not quite. Hypnosis missed, and so we should be good to go. So first battle, a mild success. We did lose a Pokemon, but I'm prepared for this. I have a lot of revives, a lot of full restores, all that stuff. Tons that I didn't end up spending in Victory Road, or in the Pokemon League, so I should be okay. Let me, in fact, use one to immediately revive Crush here. Got to get, reacquainted with everything. It's been a few months. I mean, a little while since I last recorded any of this stuff, so... what am I doing? I need to be in medicine. Yeah, there we go. Gosh, it really has been a while. I apologize. Because it's been 3 months since the last episode came out. It's actually been 8 months since I recorded the last episode. So, yeah, I'm a bit rusty at the moment. I apologize. And there we are. And we'll just keep leveling everybody up. Once we get everyone past, level 54, 55 is when I'll go pull Bathory back out. She'll level up in no time. I can promise you that. What is your path here? Hello? What are you doing? Yo, come here. I want to figure out Psychic Strange powers. I don't know why you kept avoiding me, but no, I'm going to stop you. Here we are. So is this all we're going to deal with, the Psychic-type Pokemon in here? Okay, we got, Poliwhirl. Interesting. Definitely not a Psychic-type, but okay. So, using Crush in this situation is probably not the best idea, so let's switch on over to Arthur to get him some experience as well. And I cannot wait until I'm able to get Arthur's, best move. Oh, we got an X-Speed in play. That's interesting. Can I get a Coil off before we do anything here? That would be ideal. Wake Up Slap. Okay. See how much does that do? Not too much. Okay, we're fine. Now that Coil's in play, we should definitely be in a good spot. So let's start using some Leaf Blades. Mud Bomb, that won't do too much damage. I should be mostly okay. Oh, yeah. It's probably not going to one-shot you, maybe... Oh, it did. Wow. Holy crap. That was impressive. And even without the critical hit, too. All right. Now we're on to Masharna. Do I want to keep Arthur out for this? I don't think I do, actually. I'm going to switch... Well... Now, let's keep Arthur. Let's keep Arthur. We got that Coil in play. Let's try to get him some more experience so we can get him to level 50. Or I could just use Dragon Tail. Let's just do that. Oh, we got... Ooh, Lucky Chant. I don't like that. No, don't stop the critical hits. I need those. Hit you with a little bit of a Dragon Tail and swap you out. Who's your next Pokemon? Parasect! Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh, boy. Let's see how much Aerial Ace does. It might not kill it, but we'll try. Come on. Nope, not quite. Oh, and it didn't use a Bug-type move. Well, that really helps me. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just take it out with this really fast then. And down you go. It's a good thing Parasect's so slow. As long as Effect Spore doesn't land, I should be okay with that. Perfect. Well, that was dumb of Parasect not to retaliate. Oh, ooh, Arthur wants to learn Ring Out. Let's show this move really quickly. Ring Out. The user powerfully rings the target. The more HP the target has, the greater this attack's power. This is actually a really darn good move to be using in the endgame. Unfortunately, Arthur is more physical-based than special-based, so I am not going to be using that. But it's actually a pretty darn good move. There's a reason why you only get 5 uses out of it. I'm just going to not use it, though, because I prefer what I already have at the moment. We got Masharna. Okay, now I'll do some switching. I just wanted to get a little extra experience out of that Coil there. I'm going to go with Shelob, actually. See if I can Signal Beam you a little bit. Probably going to take 2 shots, but that's okay. We're just equal opportunities for everybody. Trying to get everybody a lot stronger. And I do believe, actually, this is probably going to be the last fight I'll be able to squeeze into this episode before we're all said and done. Hopefully the Psybeam does not one-shot you. Ooh, I don't like the confusion. Okay. Wow, that is a lot of damage. Yeah, these level differences are pretty rough. but hopefully that's enough to take Masharna out, and it is. Sweet. All right, I will do some healing up between episodes, and then we will continue to make our way through the Dream Yard in the next episode. Guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.